What if I told you that one single photograph could change the way fans see Lee Min-ho and Kim Go-eun's relationship forever? A moment so private, so unexpected, that even the most skeptical doubters are suddenly questioning everything they thought they knew. Well, that's exactly what's happening right now, because Kim Go-eun has just been spotted somewhere fans never expected, in the middle of what appears to be Lee Min-ho's family gathering. And the internet? It's exploding with theories, emotions, and a million unanswered questions. Before I reveal exactly what went down, make sure you hit that subscribe button right now and help us reach 1,000 subscribers, because what you're about to hear will make you see every recent move from these two in a completely different light. It all started quietly, too quietly. Lee Min-ho had been unusually low profile for the past few weeks. No major public appearances, no flashy social media updates, no tabloid sightings. His fans assumed he was taking a well-deserved break, maybe focusing on upcoming projects. Kim Go-eun, on the other hand, had been keeping herself busy with promotional interviews and charity work. At least, that's what everyone thought, until an anonymous source dropped a single, grainy photo onto a private fan forum. The picture looked innocent at first glance. A group of people seated around a long wooden table, warm lighting from above, plates of traditional Korean food scattered across the surface. But when fans zoomed in, their hearts skipped a beat. Because there, between two older women and across from a man who bore an uncanny resemblance to Lee Min-ho's older cousin, sat none other than Kim Go-eun. And she wasn't just sitting there awkwardly, she was laughing, leaning in, clearly comfortable. This wasn't a quick celebrity meet and greet. This looked personal. Within minutes, the image had escaped the private forum and flooded Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok. Hashtags like hashtag Lee Min-ho Kim Go-eun, hashtag family dinner mystery, and hashtag caught together began trending. Theories ran wild. Was this a casual friendly visit? A meeting about a potential project? Or had Kim Go-eun crossed that invisible line from co-star to someone deeply important in Lee Min-ho's private life? For many fans, the last option seemed the most likely. In Korean culture, being invited to a family gathering, especially one that looks this intimate, is no small thing. It's not the kind of event where celebrities just drop by for publicity. This is the territory of relationships that are serious, relationships that matter. Digging deeper, fans began piecing together other clues from recent weeks. 3 days before the photo surfaced, a local news outlet reported spotting Kim Go-eun in Lee Min-ho's neighborhood, not at a public venue, but near a private residential street. No details were given, and the sighting was dismissed as coincidence. But now, with this new image, that coincidence looks far more deliberate. Then came another twist. A sharp-eyed fan recognized one of the women at the table in the viral photo, Lee Min-ho's mother. Public images of her are rare, but not non-existent, and the resemblance was undeniable. This revelation sent the fandom into full meltdown. Because if Kim Go-eun was indeed having dinner with Lee Min-ho's mother, it's not just a casual hangout, it's a sign of deep personal trust. As the speculation grew louder, neither star's agency issued a statement. This silence only fueled the fire. Fans argued in comment sections. Some begged for privacy, saying it was disrespectful to pry into their personal lives. Others insisted that as public figures, such meetings would always be open to interpretation. But one thing was clear, this wasn't going to be a rumor that disappeared quietly. Behind the scenes, industry insiders began dropping subtle hints. A stylist who had worked with Kim Go-eun mentioned in a now-deleted Instagram story that some dinners are worth more than gold, paired with a winking emoji. Another unverified source claimed that Kim Go-eun had been introduced to key family members over the past few months, and that the relationship between the two stars was much warmer than the public realized. And then, another photo appeared. This one was clearer, taken from a different angle, and showed Lee Min-ho himself standing at the head of the table, pouring drinks. His posture was relaxed, his expression easy, and at one point he appeared to be looking directly at Kim Go-eun with a faint smile. This wasn't a stiff, formal event. This was comfortable, familiar. At this point, the story reached mainstream entertainment news. Headlines screamed with speculation, romance or reunion. Kim Go-eun and Lee Min-ho seen sharing family meal. From drama to dinner table, what's really going on? TV segments debated the implications, some pointing out that these could be just close friends enjoying a meal, others declaring it the strongest evidence yet that the pair's relationship goes beyond the screen. Fans began re-watching old interviews from their The King, Eternal Monarch days, highlighting every lingering glance, every unscripted laugh. Edits flooded TikTok, pairing the new dinner images with moments from the drama, captioned with phrases like, "From real to real," and "The prophecy fulfilled." The emotional reaction from fans was intense. Some celebrated the idea of their favorite on-screen couple possibly finding real-life happiness together. Others expressed concern, worried about the pressure and scrutiny a public relationship would bring to both stars. A few even feared that media frenzy could strain whatever bond they currently share. But the most telling detail came not from a photo, but from timing. Just days after the family dinner images surfaced, Kim Go-eun was spotted wearing a delicate gold bracelet in a livestream appearance. A bracelet that fans quickly identified as matching one Lee Min-ho had worn during a private airport sighting the month before. Whether this was intentional or simply a coincidence, the effect was the same. The internet saw it as a silent confirmation. The agency's silence has now become almost deafening. Normally, false rumors get shut down quickly to protect reputations. But here, nothing. No denial. No clarification. Just silence. For many fans, this absence of denial speaks volumes. So what does all this mean? Is it the beginning of a public reveal? A test to see how fans and media react before confirming anything? Or simply two friends whose closeness is being misinterpreted by an eager public? One thing is certain. Whatever the truth, this moment marks a turning point. Because once the image of Kim Go-eun at Lee Min-ho's family table is out there, it can't be unseen. It will color every future appearance, every social media post, every interaction they share in the public eye. So here's the question I leave you with. Was this dinner a casual evening between friends? Or was it the first quiet step towards something much bigger? Something official? Something that, once revealed, will send the fandom into celebration or chaos? Whatever the answer, one thing's for sure, we'll all be watching, waiting, and dissecting every clue until the truth finally comes out. And if you don't want to miss the moment that happens, make sure you're subscribed right now, because this story is far from over and the next piece of the puzzle could drop any day.